Welcome to Ask the Edmonds Cop. I'm Teresa Whipple, and can anybody guess why we're dressed like this?
Just because we do this for fun? I don't know.
Maybe because I've always wanted to wear a police hat? No. Actually, the truth is that we're going to talk about Halloween safety. So let's do it.
All right. This really boils down to, and I thought we'd mainly target kids here, is pedestrian safety.
Right.
Which we seem to have talked about a lot lately.
We have, but Edmonds does draw several thousand people to the downtown for their annual Halloween event. So there's that. And
Yes.
then kids are roaming the neighborhoods, of course, and it's dark. And what tips do you have for people?
All right. So yeah, that's what I had down here for the most part. It's dark out, and we've talked about wearing dark clothing before in
Yes,
my
we
fashion
have.
tip of the week.
Yes.
They're going to be running around in dark colored costumes and, long black robes and all sorts of stuff. And it's just awful for people driving to try and see them.
Right.
They also, something in kind of looking at some tips and seeing if there's things people don't think about, was a lot of times the masks that these kids will wear really limit their visibility.
Yeah.
I mean, full face covering, little tiny eye slits to see out of, and cover their hearing. So your eyes and your ears, as we've covered before, as a pedestrian, those are things that keep you safe and keep you, make sure that you understand that there's a car nearby.
Right.
Yeah. So one of the other things is, go with your kids. Parents go with them. Just don't turn them loose, on the town. Even some of the older ones, just keep an eye on them, be in the area. Add some sort of reflective material. And I get it, it may not go with the costume, but, put it on the bag, give them glow sticks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ideas. Anything you can do to increase their visibility is good. If they can do face paint instead of the mask,
Good idea.
that's a great idea. Make sure the costume fits. So that avoids tripping hazards and, them falling out into traffic because they tripped and fell. Head up, phone down.
Right.
We covered that in pedestrian
Yes.
before.
Yes, if your children or even the adults who are supervising them are texting or looking at their phones, that may not be the best way to go
Correct.
about trick-or-treating.
Correct. And then also, like we talked about the back to school safety thing for them, give them an area or give them a route. Make sure they know what's, inbounds and what's out of bounds.
Yeah.
And kind of a time limit. So
Okay.
this is where you can go, this is where you can't go. And then, if you've been hearing this for years, don't eat unwrapped candy, unwrapped food, homemade items and that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd tell them, hey, listen, we'll go through your whole bag when you get back. I'll pick out the stuff I like best.
Right.
that's part
I'll
of
take
being
the
a parent.
Snickers out, you get the rest.
Yeah, that's right. So after I pick through all your candy,
Yeah.
then we'll go over and make sure everything's safe. So don't just start, downing it while you're out and about.
Right.
So have them come back and look through it. Don't go into a stranger's house. So if they say, hey, I got stuff in here, why don't you just come on inside? No go. Send them out in a group.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you're always better off in a pack.
Yep.
Okay. And then, downtown. You kind of covered it before, but come see us for the downtown trick-or-treat thing.
Yeah.
Last year, I think the Chamber of Commerce said there's 5,000 people that came.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, and it's a fun time, and not that it isn't fun to go in your neighborhood. That's still fun, but it's a safe place. The businesses are all part of the chamber, and they're giving out things they're supposed to be giving out, and it's a wonderful time. So, if you're not doing anything, come downtown for Halloween. So, anything else we missed?
Yeah, no, that's for kids. The only other thing for adults, just don't drink and drive.
Right.
It's a busy time for Halloween parties. Alcohol's involved.
It's always
and-
amazing to me how big Halloween is among adults. Well, I guess look at us, huh?
Oh, yeah. You don't think I wear this every day?
Well, and the other thing I guess I would say too about adults is when they're driving, same safety, right? Watching
Yep.
out for those little ghosts and goblins
Yeah.
and
Most of the things I looked up said between 5:30 and 9:30 is like the key trick or treat time.
Yeah.
But
right. Okay.
I'd say at all times, especially
Yes.
at night, just be watching for people.
Okay, good. Great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We'll return with another episode of Ask the Edmonds Cop.